Namaste, friends. Dear friends, good evening. Namaste, everyone. We're sorry for the delay due to some technical issue. We are starting the session today little delay. Myself, Loknath Reddy. So I'm here today to share very important topic for all of us. It's about emotional wellness. So as there is some issue with my laptop here, I'm unable to share the slides, but I can share every point that I would like to cover today. Every day we carry emotions in our life. It is very essential for all of us because we are human beings. We have emotions every time. We are not machines. We are human beings. We think, we feel, we emote, and in every situation we get some kind of emotions, whether pleasant or unpleasant, comfortable or discomfortable for us, but we get emotions, and we have many thoughts which are identified with our emotions. Some thoughts are identified, some memories are identified with positive emotions, some thoughts are identified with negative emotions from the past. And today we will learn about how to understand our emotions, how to acknowledge our emotions, how to master our emotions. So, as we are in the spiritual path, we mainly focus on spiritual aspects. We keep learning many spiritual lessons, spiritual tools, but most of the times we are uncomfortable. We are not ready to deal the emotional part. We want to experience always joy. We always want to experience love, peace, harmony, but there are many other emotions that run in ourselves. So here, as we are starting this session now, I have certain emotions running in me. As we are about to start the session at 5 o'clock, there was some problem in the computer laptop, and it was not getting connected. Until that moment, I was very calm, peaceful. But when I noticed that the video is not working properly, and I am not visible to anyone there in the laptop, then my thoughts started running. The calm state was started moving into kind of restless mind. I was hurry. I was worried little bit. I was doing this and that. I was trying to restart my laptop. So then finally, with my friend, colleague Harika help, I am able to connect through my mobile. Hope I am visible, I am audible. So now I am okay with my own emotions. And we try to avoid our emotions. We try to always experience, happy emotions, happiness. But life is not like that. Life will give us any challenge, any triggering points. And for me, it is a triggering point now, to balance, to know, to acknowledge what emotions run in me. And parallelly, as I am operating my laptop and my mobile to connect myself to the video, to all of you, but part of myself is watching what's happening in my mind, what's happening in my heart. So here today it is a very good day for us to know, to learn about this emotional wellness. So emotions play a major role in our life. We have mastery at many levels, but this emotional level, if we don't achieve mastery, if we don't pay attention to these emotions, and they will drive into different direction. In ancient Upanishads, Vedic scriptures, there is a saying like horses and the chariot. When the charioteer is not properly controlling the horses will take the chariot to anywhere, to any direction. So, like that, our mind, our heart, our soul, when they are not aligned, then our emotions will take us into multiple directions. We miss the clarity. We miss the right joy, right happiness in us. So, not only our emotions store in the mind, but mostly majority of our emotions they store in the body, our body cells. We feel happiness in our heart, and suppose we have burning sensations or we have anger towards someone, we feel that in our solar plexus. Like that, there are various emotions that run in our life, that lead our life. So unnoticed, undiagnosed, and unhealed emotions will bring chaos, will bring problems in our life. So here it is a vast subject, emotional wellness, emotional intelligence. It's a vast subject. But in this almost 1.5 hour time, we will try to discuss, we'll try to learn the main key principles about emotional aspect of our life. So we all know about health, physical health, mental health, emotional health, spiritual health. By combining all these components, all these dimensions, by experiencing wellness at all these four levels, we experience total health, perfect and total health and total well-beingness. If we miss at any part, if we don't acknowledge, if we don't master at one level, that means we are not healthy. So this is called emotional management. Like how we keep hearing about stress management. This is also another term, another word that we need to know: management, managing our emotions. The person who knows how to manage his or her emotions, uh, they are going to be the leaders. They can lead well. When I say leader, leading means not just in the companies, but in our own life. How we lead our own life, it is very important. How we lead our family, how we lead in our team. If we don't have emotional management, emotional mastery, we can't experience fullness, wholeness in our life, whether at home, whether at office, anywhere. So emotional management is very important. And emotional intelligence is an ability uh, to have mastery over our emotions. It's the ability to understand our emotions. So emotional mastery comes with self management. This emotional management or emotional wellness comes with self management. That means self awareness and also social awareness. These are different components: self management and social awareness. Social awareness means how we are with people, when we are at our office, when we are in the group, how we are presenting ourselves, how we are expressing ourselves. That is most important in this part of emotional wellness. And also relationships management, how how much we are able to balance our emotions in the relationships. It may be with your children, maybe with your wife or husband, or with your boss, with your colleagues outside. If it comes to inside at home, especially with your closed ones, loved ones. That's what relationship management means. So this also plays a major role. So by combining all these aspects of self management and the social management and relationship management, this comes as emotional management. So at all these levels, at all these areas, we need to know how to manage our emotions. So how we experience emotional wellness is by understanding our emotions. Because emotional energy, which is running all the time, it's like a driving force. It has a high charged emotions we have. So when we understand our emotions, when we understand how to express, how to move this energy, then it will be easy for us to manage any situation. So we need to understand our own emotions. We need to be aware of our own emotions at different situations. So, and it comes to another point, very important point, which is understanding our needs: physical needs, emotional needs, psychological needs, and spiritual needs. So when as human beings, we all have these needs, the core needs, we can say. So some of the needs are we want to have validation. We try to seek validation all the time from external world. and based on that validation, our emotional states will change. Suppose validation means you do some work, you finish some work, or you wear a nice dress, you feel it's looking good, and we want to get validated from others. We ask our friends or our loved ones, how is my shirt is looking, how is my hairstyle is looking. We ask for validation. If other person gives feedback that hey, your dress is not looking good, this color does not suit you, and your hairstyle is not good, then this inner turbulence, emotional whirlpool starts, it begins, and we try to change our shirt, our hairstyle, we try to change our car based on the external validations. So, but people with emotional balance, emotional management, emotional wellness, they are not worried about this validation from external world. They get validation from within. And next thing is when it comes to needs, next thing is worthiness. We try to prove ourselves in front of others by doing more, by achieving more, by earning more money. We are trying to get approval from people. We try to prove ourselves that I am worthy enough. My dear friends, remember, whether someone says you are worthy or not doesn't make any difference. It is we need to know that we are worthy beings from within, without any achievements, without any external goals, without any external successes. We have worthiness inside, self-worth. We need to acknowledge that. And the next thing is, we try to, another need is basic need of every human being is appreciation. We try to get appreciation from others. When we don't appreciate our own self, when we don't love our own self, when we don't pat on our back when we achieve something, some success we achieved, then we try to get that appreciation from others. Like when we were a child, we try to get appreciation from our parents. It starts with the moments when we started learning walking, and our parents appreciate us. Suppose in the childhood we miss all the appreciation from the parents, and then when we grow up, we try to get this appreciation from others. So this is also another factor that we need to remember. Are we trying to get appreciations all the time from outside world, or are you just looking into the mirror, looking into your eyes and saying, wow, I am worthy person, I am capable person, and I did a marvelous job today. If you do that all the time, self appreciation, then we don't need to appreciate others. That's why many times our emotions are not balanced. It's because when we try to get appreciation from outside. And one more thing is enoughness. Enoughness means whatever that we do, whatever the work that we do, we try, whatever the money that we earn, we try to fill that, we try to feel that enoughness within. I am enough. Some people in the world, they are running all the time to get money, to become big successful person, to become a rich person. But they feel inside, how much ever they achieve, how much ever money they earn, but inside they feel there is not enough. It comes again from the deeper self, the part of us which is trying to get something from outside, trying to get enough feelings from outside. But we are already enough. Just tell yourself, keep telling yourself, I am enough. I am enough. I am good enough. It is such a therapeutical process. In the therapy field, we see when people come to us at our university, Quantum Life University, for individual sessions, all the issues of people, all the health problems or wealth problems or any problems they have, it is directly or indirectly linked with enoughness feelings. So they feel void, they feel emptiness, they feel lack. That's why they want to feel enough feeling by doing more, by achieving more, by earning more money. But that doesn't come from outside. How much ever we earn, even so-called millionaires, billionaires in the world, they carry, not everyone, but some of the people, those who are running for name and fame and money, they have this inadequate feeling, not enough feeling. So they feel not enough feeling inside. That's why they try to compete with their fellow human beings, with their partners, with their wait for, we don't need to wait for outside achievements to feel enough. So this is also another area we need to look into to experience emotional wellness. And the next thing is, next point is inclusion. Inclusion or belongingness. We are not living somewhere in the forest. We are living society. Whether we are what, as we are doing our own business, but we try to get included by others, other people. Maybe it is a family, maybe it's an office, it's society. You feel belongings. So things. One is validation. Another thing is worthiness, self worth, and appreciation, and enough feelings, enoughness, and inclusion or belongingness. All these things affect our emotional state of being. These are all related to the self work, self management. So these are all we need to feel from within. All these points, all these factors, all these components. When we feel ourselves from within, then we feel feel worthy. Then we experience emotional wellness. Next is emotions at workplace. Emotions play a bigger role in the workplace because most of our time, majority of time, we in our offices, whether you are doing 9 to 5 job or any job, any business that you do, any work that you do, you belong to any category. You might be doctor, you might be a lawyer, you might be an engineer, but most of the times we spend our time at our office, our workplace. So there, these emotions play a major role in companies, in offices, or in our friend circles. We notice there are some people who are getting promotions so quickly, and their hikes are increasing. But some people, they are at the same level in spite of having so much experience. The main factor is not IQ, but EQ. These are the two terms we need to know. We all know, actually. We keep hearing about this, right? IQ and EQ. IQ means intelligence, intelligent quotient. How intelligent you are, how much knowledge you have. That's about uh, IQ. I think due to, I'm so sorry, dear friends. There is internet fluctuation also because of heavily rains here. Internet is fluctuating. That's why we are experiencing some technical issue here. So please bear with me today. So we are talking EQ. We are talking about EQ and IQ. IQ, with IQ, we can get a good job. like a student having very grades, marks in his education, having good qualification. To get a job, he needs IQ, but EQ is very, very essential to sustain in that job. To get a job, you need IQ, but to sustain long enough in a company, in an organization, you need to balanced EQ. This is the missing link uh, in the education system and in the workplace. Everywhere in the world, this EQ is missing. But nowadays, the paradigm is shifting. If you go to jobs, especially many jobs, maybe military jobs or even normal jobs also, if you high role, like a manager role or any other high professional role that you are applying for, they will also check your IQ, emotional quotient, even a police didn't also. And you want to go write skill exams and you want to get a become a collector, they will test EQ. So into that written exams to get job, to go into uh, to get into promotions, to survive in that company, you need EQ, emotional quotient. So we know emotions are like energy. E plus motion means energy in motion. Motion cannot be one place most of. It's like when you control your emotions, it should lead emotional turbulence. So if we keep suppressing emotions for longer time, it is like a stagnated water. When you're at a pond and the water is fresh and it looks good, but what stagnated, not moving anywhere for so many days, so many months, and that pond will give very disgusting, bad smell, bad odor. Like that, our energy, when it is in motion, when it is moving, when it is flowing, then we experience joyful energy in us. Then we experience peace in our life. Otherwise, there is a turbulence in our relationships. There is a chaos at a workplace that happens without moving this energy freely. So, as we know, there are two energies, two kind of emotions that run life. The two energies of emotion are, one is love based energy, second thing is fear based energy. Love based emotion, fear based emotion. Any emotion, take any emotion, it comes into two different distinct energies, either one that or this. All the emotions, there are many types of emotions are there. So all those emotions, they are categorized under these two emotional energy states, love based and fear based. So energy of love, when our energy, when we are filled with love energy, we experience positivity, we experience happiness, joy in our life. And when we are experiencing fear based energy, fear based emotions, they are a combination of worry, jealousy, hatredness, not able to, having positive competition with others. These are all fear based emotions. Fear is nothing but it is like a threat you feel inside. It is not real threat, it is not the real danger, but you feel there is a potential danger that is going to happen in the future. That's why we worry a lot. We are not balanced. This fear energy drains our energy, this fear factor. So fear is like it's like an anxiety that runs in us, and we imagine some bad situation is going to happen, and all negative start coming to our life. So some of most positive emotions we experience in our life. Let us look into that. First thing is happiness. Happiness is a positive emotion that mostly we experience. And creative. You feel so creative at your work, at your way of expressing anything. You feel so creative. That means you are charged love-based energy, and you feel excited to do something, to tell something, to learn something. The moment you wake up from the bed, you feel so joyful, so excited. That means you are driving with a love-based emotion, and you feel joyous to do anything. You are emotion, and empowered. You feel powered from within. You want upwards. You want to achieve more things. Empowerment, self-empowerment that comes from love-based emotional energy, and motivated. You feel motivated maybe by a teacher, a book, by some situations, by family members. Suppose you are sitting idle, but your mother or wife cooking, you feel motivation to help them. It's love energy operating in you, and peaceful emotion. You feel peace in spite of many chaotic situations happen, but baseline within you, the foundation is peace. You are so happy. You are so peaceful. You are contented. That means you are running with a love-based love engine, not fear engine, and abundant. You feel abundance all the time. You may not be having much money in your pocket, but deep inside you have trust, you have positive hope, you have positive expectations for the future outcomes. And you are not much you are not washed away by any negativity in spite of money issues, because you will abundant inside. That's it's a enough love is operating. Another thing is inspiration, and you get a natural spontaneous inspiration from within. You don't need to get motivation any person, but you are inspired naturally from within. That means love engine is running in you. And the next thing is enthusiasm. But you feel enthusiastic, you smile to do things, you feel joyful to learn something. So there is an enthusiasm in whatever that you do. Well, it may be a job, it may be cooking food, it may be seeing the needy people, it may be volunteering work, anything that there is enthusiasm from within, because you are not expecting from outside. From within you are fully enthusiastic, you are fully energetic to do, to serve, to help, to cook, to read. That means the love engine is running in you. So, dear friends, these are the topmost 10 topmost emotions that operate in us when we are running with the love-based energy. And we now look into the most top 10 fear-based emotions. Let us look each and every point. First thing is anxious, fear-based emotion. I told you my story just before beginning of this session. I was anxious, because many friends, participants might be waiting from different places to learn about this emotional wellness. But there is a problem here. Anxious thoughts that are running in my mind. It's a kind of a fear-based energy, fear-based emotion that we have. And sadness, something bad happened to us or to our family members. There is a sadness. So you feel sad feels inside. It's a based emotion. Emptiness. Sometimes we feel empty inside, lack inside, void inside. This emptiness is this void is a fear-based emotion. We feel we are missing something. We don't have something. It is a fear-based emotion. The fear engine is running, and alone you feel lonely. Loneliness. When you are lonely, when you feel loneliness inside, whoever you are surrounded with, this loneliness is there inside you. And one more thing is stress. Stress is the big disease in the world. It is it's a fear response that we have, that accumulated, the fear energy that is accumulated long period of time, and it comes out as a stressful emotions which are very harmful. And next thing is insecure. You feel insecure whether you get job or not, whether you are able to succeed your friends or not. You are insecurities. Sometimes we energy, dear friends. And as I am categorizing, we are talking about emotional wellness. We need to know both side coin. If we only know at one side of the coin, then the other side of the coin will be waiting for us. Especially as we are in the spiritual path, we try to bypass, we try to avoid, neglect, ignore these negative emotions. But here, our agenda about emotional wellness is not avoiding the negative emotions. It is also part of us. I will come to that point in some time. So we feel insecure. Insecurities will be running. That means fear-based energy is running. And low confidence. We have low self-esteem, low self-worth times. That means fear is getting. You know where this low confidence come from? It comes from many. It may be associated with the fear of not being enough, or fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of judgment. That's why we don't many things. We don't start many works because a jail. If I go to interview, I may or may not job because of insecurity inside you. You are unable to go for interview with confidence because of insecurity and low confidence, especially. We are talking about this low confidence. So you feel you are inferior than others. That means fear energy is operating. And next is self-criticism. Criticizing ourselves. That is fear-based emotion. When not progressing in life, when make mistakes, we try to criticize ourselves, we try to blame ourselves, we judge ourselves, labels on ourselves that I am not a good person, I am not good like my friends, colleagues. It is self-criticism. It is very like fear-based energy. And misunderstandings. This is also another energy, another thought process, another emotion. Misunderstanding. You feel you feel misunderstood either by other or misunderstooders most of the times. That means the fear-based energy is running, and these are all the fear-based emotions that operate in our life. So, one of my earlier sessions, I spoke about this spectrum of energy frequencies that are, it is like a map for us to measure what emotional energy is running in us. You this energy vibrational map in the internet. So there are points. If you the points means 20 means, suppose we know like our car, when the indicator is showing at the red mark, that means fuel running low. It is like this energy frequencies map, the vibration map. If 20 or 30 means you are with guilt or shame, and when it is under 100, the in the app they have given, if laptop would have worked well, I could have shown that map through the slides. Due to this issue, the slides are not available. That's why I'm telling you to check this later in Google, in YouTube, about this energy frequency, energy vibrational frequency. So if we are running under 100 units, energy units, or 150, under 150 units, that means we are worried, we are running with fear-based energy. If our points, energy units are more than 150 or more than 200, means you started moving with a love-based emotion. So here I'm seeing from the screen, if you are running, if you are having energy units, 200 energy units, that means you are courageous, you are confident. If your energy is 100 or 175, that means your grief is running. You are grieving. You are worried. There is a pain. There is a resentment in your heart. If you carry 75 energy units, so if your energy units are 350 or 400, that you are at the acceptance stage where you accept yourself, you accept everyone in your life, and your energy units are 540. This is standard image I'm speaking about, that is there in the Google, my dear friends. So if your energy units are so high, with maybe with your meditation, maybe through the service that you offer to the humanity, maybe you do something without expecting anything, and maybe you are thinking more about other people's well-being, then your energy units, energy currents, they reach to 500 or 500 plus, 500 or 540. That means you are moving with love and joy. And if your energy units are 600, that means you are living with peace. It's like a enlightened state of living. 600 or 700 or above means you are living your life purpose. You live with reason. You live with meaning. Whatever that you do, you try to get meaning and purpose out of it. You don't do things just for the sake of doing. You do purposefully to help human beings, to awaken, to uplift human consciousness. So that's what these energy units tell us about. So if we are with less lower emotions, fear-based emotions, means our energy units, our fuel running low, our battery is running low. That means to charge, we need to plug into our own self, into meditation, into some positive work, helping work, or going into nature, reading a spiritual book. These are all the tools that will help us to recharge, energize ourselves with a positive energy, love-based energy. So when, as I told, all emotions are valid. Even to name it conventionally, we use positive emotions, negative emotions, but they are part of you, part of your own self, part of your God being. They are expressions of human consciousness, human soul. So we have those emotions. Repressing feelings, repressed emotions creates blocked energy. When we try to suppress, when we don't express our emotions authentically, positively, honestly, then all these emotions will bury inside. So later, these buried emotions will create a blocked energy in your heart, in your anahata chakra, or in your solar plexus, maybe in your muladhara, maybe at your third eye center, maybe at your vishuddhi chakra. So it blocks, especially emotional energy blocks our heart center. And with this blocked energy centers, we get emotional imbalance, and also we get health issues, health problems. So, what I mean to say about emotional wellness here is to experience emotions fully, to accepting your emotions as they are. So, when you accept, when you experience your emotions, your feelings with awareness, then you connect to the natural flow. This energy flows. As I told you, emotion means energy in motion. This emotion, energy, motion, it moves, it flows, it runs through you. Then it is not going to be blocked energy. You experience free flow in life. And we also we keep hearing about these emotions since our childhood, like big boys don't cry, girls don't smile, should not smile, boys should not cry, and adults when you are grown up, you should not cry for anything. Especially men are taught, trained, conditioned unconsciously by parents, by society, by siblings, to not to experience, feel, express our emotions. I Since my childhood, I had so much of emotional turbulence, emotional issues I used to carry. I was always crying for anything. I was not having emotional balance. And my mother and my sisters, they used to tell me, not cry for everything. You are a boy, you are a grown up boy, and you should be so strong, very strong enough, like your father. Like how your friends are so strong, they're crying. Why you are crying to go to college? Why you are crying to go to join a hostel? Why you are to do job? Because I had that emotional imbalance, I was unable to cope up my own emotions. I was unable to manage my own emotions. At that time, I did not know this subject, this concept, this spiritual wisdom. Otherwise, I would have experienced my flow state all the time. But we need to allow our emotions as they are. It is a master, it is a skill. Like how swimming is a skill, emotional wellness is a skill. It's a mastery. It doesn't come with one day. We need to practice, we need to learn about, we need to study about our own emotions. We need to read a lot of books. I would highly recommend to read a book on emotional intelligence, emotional wellness by Goldman. Goldman, highly recommended book, Emotional Intelligence. So he explained in detail about how emotions play in our life. When I was in my psychology, I learned about, I heard about this person, Goldman. So Daniel Goleman, he written amazing best-selling book on emotional intelligence. So you keep reading that book again and again to understand more about emotions. So when there is a free flow of energy, when we are expressing our emotions, there is a joyful energy, there is a spontaneous energy runs through you, and you experience easiness in you. You experience a physical health all the time. So, and workplace, it helps a lot when we balance our emotions. So, and another beautiful energy, emotion is showing empathy, especially to workplace. Maybe you are working in any organization, having empathy and compassion. These are the another two important key elements, key emotions that we need to learn to master, learn to experience in our day-to-day life, to have a friendly workplace, to have friendliness at our environment. So, how can you show empathy and compassion in your workplace, in your family? So, first of all, let us know what is empathy. Empathy means understanding other persons, maybe their needs, how they are feeling, Suppose if you are a leader of an organization, you are a manager, a company, a boss, leading many people in your company, you need to understand this empathy and also compassion. Compassion is another beautiful element, beautiful emotion, to see the oneness in other person, to show kindness to us. So how we need to practice this empathy and compassion in our day-to-day life, especially if you are leading a big role in the company, in office. Otherwise, we are not going to be great leaders. All great leaders, the pioneers, the spiritual leaders, they follow this empathy and compassion. So we also, maybe wherever we work, whatever the tasks that we do, but we can apply this empathy and compassion with these things that I am going to share with you. One is listen with open mind. When someone shares something, you listen with open-mindedness, with a lot of curiosity, as if the other person is also like you. That means listening to open-mindedness is one way of showing empathy and compassion. And another thing is offer support on personal issues. When we are in an organization, if you look at any successful, great growing organizations, their managers, leaders, the people in the higher authorities, they are always checking about their employees, about their team, because organizational success is based on the teamwork. The leader needs to know about how my team members are doing, not just at work level, at very personal level. That's what empathy and compassion means. That's what true empathy and compassion means. We may speak about these words, everywhere. We may keep hearing about these words many places, but as a person, as a human being, as a leader, am I showing empathy towards my team? Am I showing the real compassion towards my family members? Am I taking care of them? Because like people in your team, in your family, are like your body parts. Like heart is important, head is important, hands are important, legs are important, feet are important. There is no one particular part in the body which is most important than the other part. But of course, in terms of logical terms, we may prioritize like heart is important, kidneys are important, but every fiber, every tissue, every bone, every flesh of your entire body is so important for you to experience total health. Like that, organization, company is also like that. You need to take care of every person in your organization, how they are doing, how they are living, especially maybe in group gatherings, maybe in parties. If you are a manager, if you are a leader, just go meet them, ask them how you are doing personally. Do you need any help? That's a mastery of leader, hallmark of true leadership. That's of emotional intelligence, emotional wellness. So you can say to yourself, I truly care about what's important to my team, what's important to my family members. Maybe the time you spend, it may be support you can give to your members, to your loved ones, to your friends. That's what empathy, showing empathy, exercise empathy means, compassion means. So also show your empathy and compassion with your body language, maybe by shake hands, maybe by hugs, maybe one more thing is by eye contact, by looking at eyes, looking into the eyes of people. Whenever you talk, look into their eyes. Eyes are the windows of the soul. We need to look into the eyes. This is also one another point of practicing empathy. This is at the practical level I'm talking about. And another thing is greet people with their name and with smile. Bring more smile energy as you are listening to me, as you are, though I can't see you, but I want you to just express your smile and know that it's contagious. It widespreads everyone. So bringing smile to people in your life, that's also another form of showing empathy and compassion. Next thing is another final thing is inclusion. You include everyone. Maybe your family, you have a father who is so strict, so punctual, so perfectionist, and he wants everyone to be perfect like him in the family. But what we do as children, we try to avoid our father. We try to not spend much time with father, but include that person also. Even in your office, inclusion principle, everyone plays a major role in the big picture. So inclusion principle, that is another point that we can learn to apply in our life, to experience great teams, experience love and compassion at your workplace, at your family. And one more thing is empathy and profits, they are directly connected. Empathy and profits. So when these managers show more empathy towards their employees, their profit rates high. That's why companies, many companies, like if you take example, because I'm doing a lot of research about when I reading books, many companies like Google, Amazon, Microsoft, these are the three companies. There are many, but as these are top names that we know, Amazon, Microsoft, and Google. Empathy, love, caring, these are the main primary agendas of these companies. We know how successful they are in terms of their money or growth of the company. It's because these are so high because they are showing empathy for their team. So empathy, the more you show your empathy to others at your workplace, the more your organization, your company grows in terms of profits. So, and next thing is we need to remember, we need to know about energy leakage. Energy leakage means somewhere our energy leaks. There are leakages in our energy body. We have this physical body, the mental body, mind, and we have emotional body where all the emotions store. So if there is leakage in the energy body or emotional body, then whatever good things that you do, but there is a leakage. You, by the end of the day, by the end of the month, you drained, you feel tired, you can't do anything because there is a leakage. So the reason for this emotional leakage is uh, there may be some emotional dramas at your place in your life, emotional dramas at your workplace or at your home, and also relationship dramas. There are some fights, conflicts, conflicting ideas, not agreeing other persons as well. There may be things, right? Emotional dramas, relationship dramas will drain our energy. So for this, what we need to do to stop the leakage of energy, we need to practice authenticity. Be authentic wherever you are. Be authentic. Show your authenticity. Do not try to hide yourself from your own feelings, from your own emotions. It's okay. As I told, every emotion is part of you. Like legs are part of you. We can't deny them because they are on the feet. They are having dust. We can't separate them. We can't avoid them. But you be authentic. You express authentically. What are your core needs? What are your core feelings? What are your inner you have? Authenticity means expressing who you are at all levels. So emotional mastery comes with authenticity. More and more, bring yourself to any place, to anyone, wherever you go. Don't try to be someone else. Don't try to be something else than what you are. Just being your own self authentically. Suppose you are full of something, feel that fear, right? And tell the people that I'm carrying these fear thoughts. It's okay, and we are not, becoming lesser than us by being authentically in our expression, whatever the feelings that we have. So, emotionally, when we are authentically expressing, being our own self. So, every day is a practical ground to do this practice in our life to master our emotions. So, every day morning, when you get up, what are you willing to do and start your day with? The moment when you get up from the bed, what you want to do that day, how you want to experience that day. You create an image in your mind to experience a good day in your life, to experience a fullness of life. How you are going to start the day matters a lot. In the morning, when you are getting up, if you feel, oh, again, Monday has come, I need to go to office, so much work pending, so many mails are pending to respond from my side, and so many calls that I need to make. If you carry thoughts, then your energy body will start leaking. And if you carry the same energy and you enter the same situations throughout, so you need to, for that, you need to first make your mind still, become neutral with your own self in the morning when you're starting the day. Because you are not here to we're not here to spread the emotional poison on others, maybe on our family members, maybe our relatives, maybe our friends, maybe at a workplace. We are not here to spread the poison, emotional poison. We are here to experience, to exercise, to master our emotions. They are there. Anger might be there, fear might be there, worry might be there, but it come in a natural way, in a constructive way instead of destructive way. So the world needs your greatness. World needs your authenticity. World needs your true self. When you are with your true self, when you are with your true authenticity, when you are here to contribute something, then you get the big change in the world. So now let us look into some of the tools, some of the ways how we can express our emotions in a healthy way, how we can master emotions. These are some of the points. As I told in the beginning, this emotional subject is so vast, so deep, but I'm trying to cover the most essential key elements, whatever that I can cover particular given time. I'm so thankful for my teachers, my friends, for giving me this opportunity to share this wonderful topic with you all, guys. These tools are very helpful. First thing is, one of the tools is count your breaths. So we keep hearing about this even in the movies also. Like when, for fun comedy sake, they say count 1 to 10. But that's true. It works well. So here, what you count is you your breath. Whenever you feel you are with some frustrations, what you need to do, you start paying attention to your breath. Maybe start counting the breath. Once in a while, when you are when you are a kind of person who always have turbulence of emotions, every 1 hour what you do, you put a stopwatch 1 minute and close your eyes, become aware of your breath and start counting the breath. By putting the stopwatch for 1 minute, start counting the breaths. When you in breath and breath, count one. Next breath, two. Just notice how many breaths that you are taking in a minute of time. If you keep doing this like hourly once, then you experience a lot of emotional awareness over a period of time. If you do this practice for a week's time, 7 days time, not 7 months or 70 days or 7 years, just 7 days of time. Every hour, you just 1 minute to start counting the breaths. It will slow down your parasympathetic nervous system. It will slow down all the fear-based energies that are running. And I tell you, whatever these tools that I am sharing, they are not they are not remedies, or they are not alternate for your emotional states. They are, yes, they are tools to help you, guide you, but I highly recommend you to suggest a counselor or therapist. Here from Life Foundation, from Quantum Life University, we have a lot of therapists who are trained from our masters, Dr.Newton and Dr.Lakshmi. So our therapist guide you if you need any help, because this is not a remedy. This is not an alternative. This is not something you can cure if you have very turbulent emotional states. These are the added tools for your emotional work that you are already doing. So it's very important to meet a therapist or a doctor. It is like how we go to a doctor, we have stomach ache. If you look at other countries, they are I'm not judging any country, but sharing the facts. If you look at our other countries like America or countries, well-developed countries, people, if they experience any emotional turbulence or mental problems, mind-related issues or negative thoughts, they immediately go to a psychiatrist. They immediately go to a counselor. But in India, we we hesitate to go to doctor, to consult a psychologist, to consult a therapist. It's always good to go to a coach, a therapist who can guide us. So that's why there are added tools for your journey, for your practice that you are already doing. And the next thing, next tool, next important tool is master your emotions is start writing, journal your thoughts, journal your emotions every day, morning or evening, or whenever you feel there are too many emotions, but you can't express in front of your boss, but you have anger towards your boss. You can just that journal from your locker. You keep writing those emotions, those thoughts into that journal, and it has the impact of releasing at that moment. Otherwise, when we carry all the time this anger and suppression energies, it leads to issues. It's called issues in the tissues. If we don't deal emotional issues, they will settle permanently in the tissues of your body, and we experience health issues. So you release all the negative emotions through writing in the journal. So another thing is music. When you start the morning with a serene, deep, calm music, it will have a great impact on you. It will bring a calm state of mind. Music also helps. Even in the office also, like in our office, QLU head office, what we do, my friends and myself, we since many years we do this. We keep playing background music in the office, but not with loud music, because many people visiting, getting for coming for counseling and all, but with minimal sound, maybe kind of meditation music, maybe om chanting. It can be anything. Some music I am habituated, even at home also. I keep playing in my home theater some music which will be running 1 hour or 2 hours. It will bring a lot of beautiful soothing energy in your place where you are in, where you are working. And the next thing is nutrition, food. Food has major impact on our emotions. If we take, if we keep taking fresh food, maybe nuts, maybe dry fruits, or maybe vegetables, lot of fresh food you are eating, and you experience lightness, easiness in the emotional body. But have heavy emotion, heavy food, or if you get the food from the refrigerators, uh, if you take food from packaged food, what happens? It's stored, like how we store our energy, emotional energy. These food also stored energy, gives it the charge with your emotions. We need to have a lot of good fresh food for us, vegetarian food. I recommend, and I keep taking a lot of water. Our body has an 80% water. When having water, your emotional body will be feeling good actually inside. It's like engine oil that we give to car or bike. Without engine oil, the gears will be giving. So these are engine oils, emotional engine oils that I'm sharing with you, all the tools. And next thing is good fragrances, good smells, scents. Can be incense sticks that you burn, or doop sticks. It can be anything. Maybe some fresh fragrance that you have at home. Maybe you sit at a beautiful tree which has flowers. That the fragrance will actually change the mindset of us. That change the emotional state of us. And the next thing is movement. Do some exercise, do some yoga or walking, gym, whatever that is, which is resonating with your heart. You put that, because the energy will be storing in the body. When there is a beautiful movement, even in the morning, you are at office, when you are sitting at computer, you just make some movements so that you experience easiness in your emotional body. And the next thing is breath work. Breath work means it's a meditation practice you can do, anapanasati meditation. And another kind of breath work is that what our masters at QLU they teach about mastery of our breath, to mastery of our emotions. So if opportunity comes, I suggest you to join breath work course. Amazing, powerful course to deal with our emotions, to cleanse our emotional body, to cleanse all the five elements in the body. It's very important. So those who are living at different places but did not attend the breath work, but do not worry. If you want, you can plan in the future. Meantime, you can practice anapanasati meditation, breath work that will clear the emotions. And the next emotional balance tool is positive books, spiritual books, book reading. Read books. There are plenty of books available. I am like a bookworm. I am a book lover. I keep reading books all the time. Without reading a book, I feel there is something missing in my life. So whatever I do doesn't matter. But without reading a book, my day will not end. It can be reading, or it can be watching a video of a great saint, great master, spiritual leader. Also, along with book reading, I suggest that which I do, working with writing I am statements, empowering, encouraging, inspiring I am statements. For example, I told you already, I am good enough. I am loving, kind person, and I achieve good things in my life. I am helpful person. So it can be anything. Just take a journal, notepad, keep writing the words, good words after I am. that becomes your own state of being. I call this as I am statements. And also keep reading good quotes every day that will bring positive energy in you. And next thing is movies or funny videos. So movies have major impact on life. Movies have power to shift consciousness, like how spiritual teachings, spiritual learning is so effective. Movies are so effective in both positive and negative ways, of course. So uh, watch any good entertainment, funny videos like Anandam videos in Telugu, or any videos that you resonate with, some comedy, fun videos, and movies with meaning and message in it. Watch it, so your emotions will drive in a good way. And next is mindfulness and meditation. We already covered this, practicing mindfulness. And another point is connectedness, social connections that bring change your emotional states. If you are alone all the time, not connecting to people, then you experience a lot of emotional turbulence. If you are already mastered your emotions, it's fine. But if you are not going anywhere, if you are avoiding to meet persons, then that means you need to take a step, take a leap in that area. Start meeting people, start sharing about your own self for with the people who understand you, who does not judge you. And another point is to master our emotions is setting personal boundaries. This is important lesson all of us need to learn. Setting personal boundaries. Without boundaries, our will become like you have boundaries like compound. You have a garden, you have agriculture lands. There are boundaries from your to others. Even in the office building also there are boundaries. Even in the office, suppose working as software engineer, you have a seat, a chair, and there is a cabin around you. It's your personal boundary, personal space. Like that, when I say personal boundaries, so define how much you connect with people. It should be, there should be some uh, people should not violate our boundaries all the time. We should not allow everyone to enter into our personal domain. We can be we can connect with everyone, but we should have some own space for us, up to what level others can interact, behave with us. If someone is misbehaving, if someone is interfering with your boundaries, we have to learn to say no. Very strict no. That's what personal boundaries means. When there are personal boundaries, what happens? Others won't interfere much in your life. So generally, especially in our places, in our country, especially I am experiencing, and most of you who are watching might be experiencing. When you are studying 10th class, when we are student, they will ask, which college next you are going to join for intermediate, for +2, +1. Or when we finish our intermediate, they ask college you are going to join. You could do join this college or that college. They keep suggesting us. After finishing our graduation, they keep asking us, "Oh, you are not getting job. My son has got job. My neighbor has got job. You are not getting job." These are all violating the boundaries. And they will ask you, when are you getting married? When are you children? It's none of your business. But people tend to violate our boundaries. When we tell it is related to me, I don't need to explain you when I marry. We don't need to explain anyone when you are children. You don't need to explain him going to earn money. It's up to you how you are managing, how you are mastering your own self. So that's what defining boundaries means, my dear friends. And so we need to have courage to forgive and release all the emotions which are not serving us. So as I told, there are both emotions are there in us, positive and negative emotions, love-based, fear-based emotions. But we need to see what emotions that I am carrying, but which is not serving us, which is not serving me. Then we need to try to let go of those emotions so that we can experience freedom in our life. For that, we need to heal our heart, heal our emotions. So, whenever there is fear-based emotion in you, what you need to acknowledge, become aware that is a fear energy in me. Worry, anxiety that is running in me. First point is acknowledging. It can be love-based energy or fear energy, but acknowledge first thing. It is like a diagnosing. When you go to a doctor diagnose first. So in our life, to achieve mastery of our emotions, we need to first diagnose by acknowledging our emotions. What emotion that I am getting now? If you have anger, be aware of that anger. Second point is accept, acceptance, acknowledge and accept. Whatever the emotion is, accept it is there as it is. I have anger now, it is there in me. I accept my anger as it is there now. I don't need to hide. I don't need to sit. I don't need to pour it on someone. I accept it as it is. Then it actually turns a beautiful expression instead of poisoning on others. So acknowledge and accept. And another thing is, third point is try to find out different ways to release it, because it by just acknowledging it, by accepting it, it won't go. You need to find different ways. As I told you, meeting a therapist, doing some work, emotional work will help you. Because until unless we balance our emotional body, we balance our own emotions, we can't achieve mastery in spiritual learning. We don't experience growth until unless we experience mastery at our emotional level. This is like we keep aside this emotional work. We meditate, we keep learning tools, we read books, we learn, we feel we are progressing, but underlying there might be some emotions hiding, burying inside. A true master is the one who opens the shadow self, who look into the shadow self, the darker self of himself or herself, so that we can clear, we can come out of those darker energies. Otherwise, they come into play and they bring chaos in our life. So, I'm sorry, I think it's clear now. Before that point, before that process, what we need to do, we need to know which part of the body we are feeling that emotion. Is it in the heart? Is it in the shoulders? Or is it in the stomach, abdomen? Or is it in the kidneys area? We need to know. Acknowledge that about that emotion. Name that point is feeling it body. Which part of the body you are feeling it? And fourth thing is breathing it and breathing, sending breath energy to that body, breathing it out. This we release emotions. We become we experience freedom in our emotions. So this is about emotional wellness, my dear friends. And now, quick, sometime, maybe 5-10 minutes, we will have a guided session now to connect deeper, to release the emotions. We'll take up one of the emotion, we look into it, and we process that emotion now. It's a small process. I want you to just close your comfortably, close your eyes, allow yourself to settle down, to internalize yourself. Withdraw your attention from the outside world. Just go within, breathing in and breathing out. Let us go within to connect to emotional body now in this session. Every breath is allowing you emotions are driving forces in our life. Just allowing your inner journey with the breath. Notice the stillness that is arising in you. Notice the calmness. Now, in this moment, allow yourself to remember one of the incidents that happened in your past, maybe recent past, or it may be many years ago. The significant event, significant situation that happened where you carry that emotional energy within you, maybe weeks back or months back. Just notice and feel, remember what is that emotion which you feel that is stagnated within you. Allow yourself to feel that emotion. It might be the fight that you had with your partner, or it might be a conflicting conversation that you had with your colleague, might be a loss that you experienced, something you lost. Just let it flow through you in the screen of your mind now, as if it's happening now. Just I want you to feel for a few moments that incident as if it's happening now. Feel the pain, feel the hurt, feel the emotions. Just see what feel, what emotion is running because of that incident, because of that person. Is it anger or frustration or hatredness? Name that emotion. And accept that as you are feeling that pain or that sadness, can be anything. Accept that it is there within you. Maybe from a week's time or month's time. Acknowledge and accept. Tell yourself right now you feel legs, maybe your shoulders, your head, maybe your eyes even. Just feel intuitively from within, spontaneously from within. Yes. Now I want you to breathe into that body part where this emotion is stored. Breathe in and breathe out. You are doing perfectly all right. We don't need to intellectualize this process. Go with the flow, move with the flow. And I want you to ask yourself, ask your heart, ask this emotion, what is the message? What is the lesson that it is trying to teach you. Every emotion that is there inside deeply has some lesson, some message for us. Ask for it. What is that I need to learn from this emotional energy? What is this emotion trying to teach me at this moment? It may be letting go, it may be forgiveness, it may be accepting either yourself or others. Just allow yourself to get that impressions from that emotion, from that body part. You know it spontaneously. Just receive that lesson. What is it trying to tell you? Remembering this lesson. If you are not getting anything, it's absolutely fine. You just allow yourself to continue this breathing process. Breathing into that emotion, that body part, and breathing out gently. Feel that your breath is reaching that emotional pain, that emotional energy, and breathing out. And if you feel there is no fear based emotion, you just be with your breath. You don't need to worry which part of the body this emotion is there. You just go with the flow of breath. Notice emotion, allow yourself to breathe and breathe out. With each breath, allow yourself to let go, to release. Remembering the lesson, feeling the freshness that is entering into that emotion, the fresh energy, the fresh breath energy that is entering into that body part. Feel the lightness, feel the freshness, feel the flow of energy. Now just allow yourself to relax by entering into stillness, letting go of all the images, all the emotions. And if there is still any emotion remaining, let it be there. We are not here to force anything, just allowing it to be there. If it is there for some more time, it's okay, absolutely okay. Coming back to normal breath, become aware of your body. Feel the freshness, newness. Ground yourself with this balancing affirmation, balancing statement that we can tell ourselves. From now onwards, I accept my emotions as they are. From now onwards, I give my attention, my awareness to the emotions that come in every given situation. And I allow my emotions to flow naturally. Both positive and negative emotions, both are part, both are parts of me. I am experiencing wholeness with all the emotions. I am the master of my emotions. I am the master of my emotions. From now onwards, I handle my emotions with awareness. Experience easiness and lightness in this moment. Now, last 5 seconds, coming back to this waking alertness, awareness. 5, 4, 3, becoming grounded, becoming aware, wide conscious, wide alert, fully conscious. After opening your eyes, you become more grounded, more alert, more present in this moment. 2, 1, 0. Take your own time. Whenever you are ready, you may gently place your hands on your eyes, your eyelids, touching gently, thanking yourself, and remembering the lesson that this emotion has taught you. And by remembering and integrating that lesson and applying that in your daily life, you can slowly remove the hands and open your eyes with newness, with freshness, with joy, happiness in your face. Come back, dear friends. That's beautiful. That's amazing. And now it's open for question and answers. If you have any questions, please let me know. You can type in the chat box. If you have any question, you can write in the comment section so that I'm happy to answer those questions. Maybe if you want to share anything from today's session, you can share, or any questions related to these emotions, you can ask here in the comment section. Maybe we'll take 1 or 2 questions before we end the session today. Okay, one of our friends, Padma Rao, who has come, message here. I have multiple emotions coming from the past incident. Okay, okay. So thank you, ma'am, for your question. How do I work with each of them? If you feel, one thing is, I appreciate you that you are aware of those emotions that are coming. Many people, they are not aware when they are coming. They are not aware where they are coming from, why they are coming from. So you mentioned here they are coming from the past incident. Maybe if they are coming from multiple incidents, if you feel these many emotions, multiple emotions are draining your energy, if you feel you are stuck with those emotions, then I encourage you to start taking some guidance from a therapist, so that they will guide you, because this is very sensitive part related to emotions. That's why in this session I just had a brief, very short session. I guided you. This is emotions is like a well of emotions. The more we go, the more these emotions come out. So when you meet an experienced therapist, you can take sessions, advice, guidance from our recommended therapists who are there throughout India, who are trained from Dr.Newton. So they will guide you, ma'am, to come out of these emotions, because you mentioned about multiple emotions. So if you are able to handle well on your own self, it's perfectly fine. But if you feel you are not go it is not going anywhere with your own self to work on these emotions, then you try taking some advice, some session guidance from therapists. Thank you, ma'am. Any other questions, dear friends, you may post. So our friends Karthika, thank you, sir. Loknath, thank you, Karthik. And many are replying. Hemarazu, thank you, friend. And dear friends, I am telling again, I'm so sorry because of this technical issue. I couldn't. Maybe video might be not full clear because of this issue. Maybe next time onwards, we'll try to, work on this so that it won't repeat again. If there is any other question, one more question we may take now. So, Vellanki Chandrasekhar Garu, warmth gratitude to you. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Okay, here one of our friends, Radha Reddy Garu, how to be emotionless? Oh, what a question it is. So, thank you for your question, Radha Garu. How to be emotionless? My answer is we are human beings. We are here to experience emotions. So we can't be without any emotions. It can be happy or it can be sad. Each situation, sometimes, only sometimes, when there is not much things happening in our life in a day, we are ourselves not speaking to anyone, not doing anything. That time, maybe we are emotionless. But majority of the times, if we are speaking with anyone, if we are interacting with people, two emotions operate, whether love based or fear based. But we can't be emotionless all the time, because without emotions our life will be meaningless. Our life will be like a computer, mechanical. So it is valid, it is okay to have emotions, it is okay to experience emotions. There is nothing wrong in experiencing pain, sadness. For me, myself, I experienced depression, highly suicidal depressions for around 2.5 years. I was hating myself, literally. I had many self destructive mechanisms, self destructive patterns in me, which were running in my life. Because of that painful, turbulent emotions, I felt I don't want these emotions. I don't want to feel these emotions. I was trying to suppress, I was trying to avoid. Because I was trying, I was suppressing for many years till I reached my 25 years of my age, till I meet my masters. Dr.Newton, Dr.Lakshmi, till I meet my Sangha, our Sangha, beautiful Sangha, which helped me to heal all those emotions. So it's okay to have emotions, dear friend. When there are no emotions in our life, as I told, emotions are driving forces. Like enthusiasm is an energy, is an emotion. Without that enthusiasm, we feel like an ATM, like a computer, no emotion. So when this laptop was not working before starting this session, I was little emotional. I was little fearful. I was little worried how I'm going to reach to people. Many people are worrying. Many people are waiting. Sorry. It's an emotion. It's okay. Acknowledge them, and then they will transform beautifully. And they will, because it's an energy, soul energy, which comes through emotions, positive and negative, love based and fear based. And in our journey, we keep pressing. Sometimes there are waves, there are tides, there are days where we are extremely happy. There are days where we are lonely, we feel fearful, worried. It's okay. But our work is here to master those emotions. Thank you for this question. And maybe final question before we end. One more final question we may take if we have. And our friend, I guess this person might be from Vietnam. Tran Gok Diem Tran. I'm sorry if I am pronouncing your name mistakenly. Here our friend has mentioned. Thank you so much, Loknath sir. Thank you, dear friend, for joining. And Dev Vanam, hi sir. Thank you, hi sir. Any other question before we end? Final question or final sharing? We'll just see. I'm so happy to connect all of you today. I'm so grateful to all of you, to my team, my team member, my friend Harika, for being there. and supporting me, even though there is a little turbulence that happened. Thank you, friends. I hope it is clear, and you can reach us out at QLU through info@QLUglobal.org. And also, I suggest you to join this beautiful course, which helped me to transform my emotions through Soul Coach Transformation Program. Maybe many of you might have already joined. Please share, dear friends. There are seats open, and online registrations are going on through QLUglobal.org. It is called SCTP Telugu and SCTP English. You can enroll your name if you have not registered for this course yet. And thank you so much. Thank you, friends. I appreciate for your willingness. I congratulate for your willingness to learn these tools of emotional wellness. I'm so thankful, happy, joyful, peaceful now that I am able to connect to you successfully. See you again in next Sunday class. Next every Sunday we have this evening spiritual wisdom sharing sessions. So, and also there are many webinars that are happening from Quantum Life University by amazing teachers on various topics. I want you to enroll if you are interested. There are various topics that are there. Please reach out in our website. Thank you all. Thank you. Namaste. All the very best. Have a happy life. Bye. Signing off.